Aster, why have you put me to this? Alright, so basically there are two hunts in this festival. Firstly is the Traveler's Trail, in which you see memories of the Traveler by talking to him. Doing so lets you gradually unlock the second hunt, being the classic inviting NPCs to Winterfest hunt, accessed by a billboard on his right. One memory found in the Traveler's Trail is equal to one invite unlocked for the Wynnter Invitations. So in this video, I'm going to be doing both hunts in one fell swoop. Traveler's Trail first, Invitations second. Without further ado, let's start with the tutorial memory of the Traveler's Trail. Talk to the Traveler and do the first memory of the Traveler's Trail. As you can see, it's on the bridge that leads deadless to Nivell Woods. Upon making it there, you'll see this trail remnant. Click on it. Across the bridge, for it feels like the first time in forever that you don't remember crossing it before. All you know is your destination. The second memory is very clearly in the middle of Elker. As expected, the trail remnant is here, and I'm not going to be mentioning the coordinates for anything in this video, by the way, as the coordinates are always at the bottom of my screen. This is a strange town, you think. You think this every time you pass through. How many times have you passed through? Can't quite recall. The third memory... is that the ultimate discovery of Almuj? Kinda looks like an ultimate discovery dome. As expected, the third trail remnant is in front of the Almuj ultimate discovery. The sand sticks to your cloak as the storm rages around you. It's not always snow, you think. This is important to remember. You're not sure why. Alright, this is definitely the Nemract docks for number 4. The fourth trail remnant is on the Nemract docks. The sea lies calm as you stare off into the ocean. Something out there calling to you, you think. Can't quite bring yourself to care. I don't recognize this one. At least I don't think I do. I might have to consult the wiki for that. This is found by going to the Blazing Oasis cave and then going through the tunnel to the right. This will get you right to the Remnant. Abandoned mining equipment lies forgotten, never to be used again. There's a metaphor here, you think. Can't quite grasp it. Memory 6 is definitely in Rhymek, there's no doubt about it. Sixth trail fragment is in front of the Rhymek bank. We'll walk around you and through you in this strange town. Boys like the Mesa, even though you can't stay for long. Memory 7 is probably somewhere in Nisak. Seventh trail remnant is near these ruins in the Nisak plains. Stare at the destroyed structures, long fall into ruin. Wonder what kinds of people lived here once. Wonder if it matters. Memory A looks like somewhere in Time Valley? Probably. Eighth trail remnant is located in these ruins near Time Valley. I'd recommend killing the mobs here to get a time frame. Time moves differently here. Feel it. You'd wander here forever if you let yourself. You can't let yourself. All left to do. Number 9 looks like it's in Zeit Island of all places, maybe? Trail remnant number 9 is located near the center of Zeit Island. Watching the tourists go about their business, you feel a sudden sense of longing. You feel as though you're missing something. That's not uncommon these days. Memory 10, oh, that's the entrance to Troms, easy peasy. The 10th trail remnant is in front of the statue in Troms, however, I accidentally collected it off camera. Dialogue said something like, "You are relieved that Troms stands strong. You would not know what you would do without it." Memory 11 is a shipwreck somewhere. Trail remnant number 11 is at the tip of a sunken ship right beside the entrance to Galleon's graveyard. You see ships destroyed in a trap they could never have predicted. They're not so different from you, I suppose. Memory 12 is another snowy area. I do not think I recognize this one. To get the 12th trail remnant, start near Lusco and then head in this general direction using the mountains. This is where you found him, lost and alone. You could not bear to leave him. Wherever the storm traveled, you would follow, and now, so would he. Memory number 13 appears to be by the quartz mines, maybe? It kinda looks like the quartz mines at Gavel. Trail remnant number 13 is located near the smaller railroad at Kelight. The tracks continue further than you can see. Maybe they never end. Maybe the end is just out of sight. You'll never know for sure. Memory number 14 is probably... I think that's the Durnal jungle. I bet that's the Durnal jungle somewhere. Trail remnant number 14 is atop a temple in the Durnal jungle. Fire burns even now. You wonder if anyone still bothers to light them. Wonder if anyone still cares. Memory number 15 is definitely Boosie. Trail remnant 15 is located at the western entrance of Boosie. You look up at the bridge, older than its inhabitants. Wonder if it cared when it was irreversibly altered. If it even could have cared at all. Memory number 16 is clearly the Karatat Mansion. Trail remnant number 16 is in front of the Karatat Mansion. There is a powerful memory in the air here. You can feel it. You cannot let it overtake you. You have lost enough already. Memory number 17 is clearly the Light Forest. Trail remnant number 17 is on a lily pad in Elfalin. A tree looms over you as you approach the humble town. In a better world, maybe you would have settled down somewhere like this. Memory number 18 is... kinda looks like that statue from Orcus, maybe? Trail remnant number 18 is located in front of this giant statue just east of city. You follow the statue's gaze, off into a seemingly endless expanse of blue. You wonder if this is how he would have wanted to be portrayed. Wonder if it matters. Memory number 19 is in the center of Sinfras, that's easy. Trail remnant number 19 is in the center of Sinfras. The city is full of life, never quite stopping for anything. Never got the chance to visit. You wish you did. Memory number 20 is Galea. Trail remnant number 20 is located northwest of the center of Lake Galea. Sit at the shore of the lake and look out into the distance. Far away, you see mountains stretching ever on. Memory number 21. A telescope. Trail remnant number 21 is at the entrance to the Seaseed Observatory. Through the telescope, you see countless stars in the night sky. Were you like one of those stars when it happened? Your absence unnoticeable? Alright, this is the gate with Garaheth behind it. That one's pretty easy. Trail remnant number 22 is in front of the portal that leads to Garaheth when active. Feel uneasy standing here before this gateway. It feels like an antithesis to your very soul. Memory number 23 looks like... Oh, that's the entrance to the place in the Siegfried questline. I can do that. Trail remnant number 23 is in front of the dungeon in Siegfried's quest. Something has happened here. Deeper than the cavern, something lies undiscovered. You do not have the time to discover it. You have a destination to reach. Memory number 24 looks like Jofash Docks, that's pretty easy. 24th Trail Remnant is by this absolute madman on the Jofash Docks. Sea beckons you once more. This time, you know where you must go. Somewhere you never truly left. Memory number 25 is... What? Trail Remnant number 25 is... in front of the grave, in the center of the Isles of Fiction. ... A death of 3. Remember. How could you have ever forgotten? Alright, between the two hunts, it's time to invite the Traveler, but... I wonder how he'll take what he just remembered. Have you remembered anything new? I have. You saw the grave, didn't you? Strange. I feel I've recovered so much of what I lost, and yet I still feel the same. Hollow. ... He's still out there. I can feel it. The storyteller did not meet the same fate we did. I think, before I depart again for good, I need to visit him. I know he blames himself for what happened. I need to tell him that he isn't to blame. It couldn't be helped. He actually asked me to invite you to the Festival of the Heroes. I see. So you knew this whole time? You already knew what we would find at the end of my trail. ... Alright, I understand. I'll see you at the festival then. We did it! Since we've cleared the Traveler's Trail, here's a map which shows what I believe is an optimal route between the 25 spots. Keep in mind you have to activate them all first before starting. Now that the Traveler's Trail is completed, it's time to go to the Wynnter Invitations bulletin board. To activate an invitation, click on the invitation icons here, and then go to them on the map. If you go to them without activating their invitation here, they will not be able to be invited. I'll be doing these in sets of 5. I'd recommend buying Deathless Scrolls so you can teleport back every 5 invites or so to activate more invitations. Without further ado, let's get into it. Enzan and Therck are the first ones. Starting off the list of invitations is Therck. If you let him know there are festivities in Deathless, he will say no. So instead, you go to his brother, Enzan. Speaking to Enzan will cause both of them to be invited to the festival. A lonely drunk grieving a recent loss. The second invitation is for Drucksh. To invite him, you need to actually go back to Deathless and convince Sayleros to come visit. Here's Sayleros. Let's tell him to invite his brother to the festival. Now, head back to Drucksh. Now, Sayleros is here. Talk to Drucksh again to invite him. Friendly Captain, docked at Wind's Great Port. Invitation number 3 is for everybody's favorite Seaskipper Captain. To invite him, go to the potion merchant in Nemract, buy a pint of Nemract whiskey, and then give it to the Seaskipper. That should be enough. Scientist hard at work, uncovering secrets of the past. Fourth invitation is for Dr. Picard in the Tower of Amnesia. He will accept your invitation without any other requirements. Nice. An amateur researcher, trapped in time. Fifth invitation is for Aster in the Time Valley. To successfully invite him, you need a time fragment. These are found all over the place in Time Valley, one of which can actually be found from a boss at this totem here, and boom, he's invited to Deathless, the great general fighting through the crypts. Invitation number 6 is for General Graken. To invite him, you need to have Charon's boss drop from this dungeon. Either go to your bank and get it, or clear this dungeon if you haven't done so. Give the brain to Charon, and he will be invited to Daedalus, a learned seeker of the past, delving through the desert sands. Invitation number 7 is for Junes in Almuj. To invite her, you need 8 terracotta chunks. You can get them by farming these terracotta soldiers just outside of Almuj. Might take a while though. Once the shards are collected, she will come to Daedalus. So-called pirate, waiting in Wind's greatest whiskey provider. Invite number 8 is Honip. There are no other requirements to get him to go to Daedalus. Nice. A young con artist, hiding in a lonely cabin in the woods. The 9th invitation is for Ope, in front of this lonely shack in the middle of the woods. You don't need to do anything else to invite him. Wonderful. Chicken-loving man living his best life. Invitation number 10 is for Nohno. You need to bring him 4 eggs to invite him, which ironically means you'll have to farm them from the chickens on his island. Once you get him the 4 eggs, then he will be invited to Daedalus. A zealous artist of the highest caliber, incredibly invested in his work. Invitation number 11 is for Caissop. All you need to do is talk to him. Nice. A delayed passenger, rushing to meet his departure. 12th invitation is for Doan. To invite him, you need to go down to the bottom of the airbase, to this particular shop, and buy him a Lethless Delight. Once it's given to him, he'll ride to Daedalus in an airship, doorman of great prestige, blocking access to those unworthy. Number 13 is for Kelight. Ugh. To invite him, you need to defeat the temple's Grand Magus. Enter the temple, and then, once you make it close to this question mark, take a left and enter the training arena. You're doing this to pick up 5 of these little tokens to fight the boss altar. Now that you have the amulets, use them. Now, kill the Grand Magus. There's a few phases clearly, but if you're a max level Mega Sweat, this should be very, very easy. Show the boss's jewel to Kelight, and he will very unfortunately be invited to Daedalus. Determined soul, guarding the spirits he once guided. Invitation number 14 is for Alem. To get them, kill the various ghost mobs around the House of Twain. I'll add that these armored guys tend to drop them pretty consistently. Except that time, apparently, I got 5 for 6. Wow. Once you've given him the ghostly essences, he will come straight to Daedalus. Known rook afflicted with a strange illness. Invitation number 15 is for Worid. To invite him, you need 16 emerald blocks. Walk them over, and he'll come to Daedalus, gatekeeper of a great bridge. Black sky. Invitation number 16 is for, Yansur. He'll say no, but what you need to actually do is go downstairs. To the east of the main path, you'll find this little staircase leading up to Gale, who will disappear to Daedalus the moment you talk to her. Master Chef, known across the land. Invitation number 17 is for the esteemed Chef Hamsay, and there's nothing else you even need to do to invite him. Thanks for coming, Chef Hamsay. Small gnome living in a cavern much too big. To get to invitation number 18, start at the entrance of this cave with the coordinates at the bottom of my screen. Then, just go deeper. Once you reach the back of the cave, you'll find recipient number 18, Psilo, I mean. Once you've spoken to him, go to the Sinfres airbase. Come to the airbase attendant, and he will give you a little ticket. This ticket is so small that you can't see it in your inventory. Give Psilo his apparently microscopic ticket, and he will head to Daedalus on a microscopic airship. A humble king of Wind's first great fortress. Invitation number 19 is for the good old Ragni's king. All you need to do is talk to him and he will go. The great electromage, working for a better future for all. Invitation number 20 is for our good friend Maxie, and all he needs to be convinced is a good conversation. So give it to him, you antisocial little freak. A Corkian far from home working hard to prevent calamity. Very fittingly, invite number 21 is Maxie's husband, Rhay, and no more convincing is needed, probably because Maxie's also going, am I right, A rebellious tinkerer proving herself to the world. No Corkian left behind because invite number 22 is for Ava. To invite her, you need 8 robot antennas. This is a drop that's as easy to get as killing robots in Caucus. It's effectively their version of rotten flesh. Yet not a single one dropped for me. Hang on, let me get a better example. Right, I killed one and there's one robot antenna there, so just go around Caucus to your favorite grinding spot or just generally run around, find robots. One spot I'd maybe recommend if you wouldn't mind traveling is the front of the Fallen Factory in this general scrapyard here. Once you give her the 8 robot antennas, Ava will whimsically flap her wings down to Daedalus. Strange individual holding the visage of a bovine. To get to Drale, you need to enter the walk base. Do so by pressing that button. To get to Drale, you then need to go through the walk base. I will quickly run in a general direction. But I'm pretty sure it's, I would say it's a straight shot, but I think I will just unrecorded show you the path to Drale. By the way, are you guys enjoying the guide so far? Hope so. Anyway, we're about to make it to Drale through this big door, so right there. And he doesn't need anything else to come to Dentless. Great. A young elf who sought the truth when no others would. Invitee number 24 is Olon. All you need to do is talk to them, and they'll be on their way. Nice. An old friend arrives from a journey across the sea. And the final invitation is for Tasim. And all you need to do is talk to him. That's all of the invites done. Let's go! By the way, here's a map of the Wynnter Invitations. Make sure you stock them on Deathless Scroll so you're able to walk back and start the other paths. And don't forget to do the Traveler's Trail first, otherwise none of this will work. And that's it! You all have about 3 days left as of this upload, so if you want to clear these hunts and get the rewards, go for it when possible. As for me, I'll be waiting for the Festival of the Heroes 2024, where my dedication to inviting Aster's brothers finally bears fruit. Merry Winterfest. Happy New Year. I'll see you then.